That moves us
Like,
on to
come
the
on,
last
man.
game of the week here. The Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Cincinnati Bengals.
Stillers.
Steelers came away with this 44-38. Pretty
Stillers.
sure the over hit in the first half. It was 27-21 at halftime.
Nice.
It's a game you won, just nothing but points. It looked like the Bengals were going to do something big here because their defense actually did something at the beginning of the game. Got a
They
pick
played
six.
defense. They
Got a
played
pick
football.
six on Russ. Amazing to see. Lights were looking great for them, but the Bengals and Joe Burrow have to be absolutely perfect on every single drive and score points no matter what. Because if they don't, their defense is going to give up points and they're going to lose every single game. So they're not perfect from here on out. It's another wasted season for them. I love seeing it. They're going to lose Jamar Chase for nothing at all, and they're going to be stuck paying Joe Burrow a lot of money because their
Oh,
ownership
the
sucks as
Bengals aren't
well.
climbing out of this hole. The Bengals are
No,
not
they are
making the
up
playoffs.
Shit's Creek without a fucking paddle, dude.
Yeah,
They are in a really, really bad
they're a
spot.
dunzo. They are
No, they
cooked.
could play. They could play. What was it? Season record you said, Tommy? They could play
I
season record
believe
by the end of
that.
the year.
I
Yeah.
believe that, but they are not making the playoffs.
No,
No, fuck
absolutely
no.
not.
Fuck no.
Joe Burrow did look rough here. This is what the Pittsburgh Steelers defense does as well. They got two fumbles from him and forced an interception. One of the fumbles was returned for a touchdown. So rough day for Joe Burrow, but he still was what 28 or 38. He's playing fantastic this year on offense. He's having a great year, but they're just ass. If the Bengals defense gives up, I believe it was 30 points or more, they're 2-4 this year. Every other team is like 58-3. Something's god awfully stupid that makes no sense at all.
Hmm.
But yet again, here we are. Bengals defense is ass. So if they can't stop anything at all, and the Bengals offense isn't absolutely perfect on every drive, they have no chance of winning anything the rest of the year. It's gonna be a fun to watch for them for the rest of the year, though. I think they could pull out a few big upsets here and there by the end.
Down the stretch. Yeah, I don't know. I think the Steelers though too are just kind of turning into a pretty damn good football team, I'll be honest, man. Like they could be trouble also down the stretch and into the playoffs.
I do want to say it is also Mike Tomlin's 18th straight year of above 500 record, so
For him.
shout out to him.
Yeah, I had the AFC North's standings all mixed up the beginning at the like my preseason predictions were all
Hmm.
off.
Well, they are all off, but really nobody expected the Steelers to be this good. And
No, God no.
I was watching this game with a friend of mine
Who'd
who's
they hire
a
at OC
Broncos
too? Isn't
fan.
it Artie Smith? Isn't Arthur Smith the OC
Yeah,
there?
Artie
Yeah,
Smith
after
is the
hiring
OC.
him too, after he just got fired, you're like, oh God, this is not gonna fucking end well. Got two quarterbacks? Oh Jesus.
I
Oh,
was watching
Why do
where and
teams
when you have two quarterbacks,
I
you have two
know.
quarterbacks.
Oh,
why do teams still
Yeah,
not
Justin
realize when
Fields
Justin
played all
Fields
right.
is in, he's gonna run the ball?
Yeah, he's
you
fully
gotta start
running
throwing
the
with him
ball
more when he
now.
goes in there. You gotta make sure that
But
like teams are
They
playing him
got the
honest.
Bengals on it too, though.
You gotta play him. You gotta play him honest. You gotta,
I was
and you have
watching
to
this
make
game
sure
with
that they are.
Broncos fan, and he just throughout the day just kept getting more and more and more pissed off because Russell Wilson throws for what over 360 yards and
Over 400.
over 400 yards, and he's like, where was this last year?" I'm like, "Dude, it's because your franchise sucks."
Yeah,
But nonetheless,
losers
yeah,
lose.
nobody no nobody could have expected that Justin Fields would have played the except for me. I thought Justin Fields was going to play as well as he did, but
I
nobody
thought he
could
was
have
going to work
expected.
hard and compete for his position for sure, and I
But
thought he did, and he did well. But
he did, and but this was what Mike Tomlin was going to do all along. We
yeah, for
we
sure.
should have known that, even with as well as
Hmm.
Justin Fields played, we should have just known that this was going to be the plan because Mike Tomlin loves his veteran players, and should have known that hey, in a new system with actual good coaching, this was going to happen uh, for the Steelers with Russell Wilson.
Hmm.
Mike Tomlin also has to love chaos in his locker room because George Pickens is insanity on the field every week.
He's
I
got to
know
grow up quick.
But
he must just love,
he
yeah, just
feeds off
fucking
that.
just a tornado of a locker room. He just
He
loves.
doesn't shy away from coaching.
No,
And
no,
maybe
He doesn't
Sean
blink.
Payton
Some would say.
maybe Sean Payton does shy away from coaching.
no.
Standard is the standard.
No, he welcomes a challenge for sure.
Steelers are going to roll through the rest of their division. They're going to get the
Yeah.
number 2, maybe number 3 seed in the AFC. We'll have to see. I think they'll get the number 3. I don't think the Bills are giving up the number 2 spot, but they'll get the number 3 and easily steamroll over anybody in the wild card, maybe even the divisional.
Dude, I'm telling you, I think the game
Maybe
against
typo.
you guys here, and what is that, like 2 weeks? Is that the game after
That's
your
Christmas.
stretch of
That's a
three?
Christmas day.
It's Christmas.
So that's the first game after your stretch of 3 in 10 days. Yes,
That's the last. Of
No,
the
that's
or
three.
that's the
the
last. That's the
last.
last one. Yeah.
Because then we
Hmm.
play the Broncos to end the season.
Yeah, I think that'll be a real good measuring stick for him too. Honestly, I mean, you guys, it'll be the end of that stretch for you guys, so you'll be at your worst probably.
I mean, they're going through
So
the
will
same
they.
stretch as well too, but
Oh, they have a
Everybody's
very
getting our
similar
worst.
stretch.
they have 3 games in 10 days as well. But the
Oh,
game
okay. So no, I mean, it's a pretty good. Yeah.
the game before us, they play the Ravens. So
Oh man, yeah. No, I'm telling you, I think the game against you guys will be a very good measuring stick for sure.
We'll need the refs for sure on that day.
Yeah. Well, and also too, it's you know like the Steelers definitely have a different mentality when they play teams in the AFC North than they do when they play everybody else. I feel like, and I feel like most AFC
Where was
North
that
teams
mentality when they played the
do that.
Browns?
Huh?
I said, where was that mentality when they played the Browns?
It was somewhere flurrying around
snowing
in
on
the
a Thursday,
snow. That
dude.
was yeah. that was just a little unlucky, honestly. But no, as I was saying before I was rudely interrupted,
By who?
you Jack Dick Wagon,
Shut the fuck up, Tommy.
you threw off my fucking train of thought. Whatever. Steelers are going to be fucking good. Watch out. The game on Christmas Day is going to be good against the Chiefs.
I'm trying to get
Bengals
to pick 'em
washed.
because I have the best record.
shut
Yeah, the
up,
Bengals are
dude.
fucking cooked. That's all. That's also what I want. The Bengals are fucking cooked.
I said it once before. I'll say it again. They need to blow it up.
Get rid of Joe
They've
B
got
too.
they'll keep
Trade
Joe
him.
B.
Rebuild, man.
Trade him.
What if the
Rebuild.
Raiders? What if the Raiders
Send
trade
Joe Burrow to
trade their pick for
Jacksonville.
him?
Why would he downgrade? I mean, the Cincinnati's bottom of the barrel, but like the Raiders are the
Quarterback
bottom of my
swap.
shoe.
Yeah, but it's
Quarterback
a
swap
number
for
2,
Trevor
number 1
Lawrence.
pick, bro. If you want to really blow it up, you talk to those teams down there.
Quarterback swap with
Aiden O'Connell.
Jacksonville.
Ugh,
Mac Jones.
nice.
They're not re-signing Jamar Chase. I know a lot of Bengals fans were mad at us when we said this last time. Jamar Chase is not coming back. He does not want to be there. You can't even afford to give him the money that he wants, let alone offer him an opportunity to actually win. You can't. Your defense is bad. Your offense is firing on all cylinders, sure, but you're not as good as the Chiefs were back in 2019, 2018 when we were putting up 60 points a game and able to win those games. You're just not. And Joe Burrow isn't either.
It
Your
would
best
take
bet
it would take a historically unusual thing to happen, and he would have to take a lot less money than he's worth. If if the Bengals were like, "Hey, we know we can't pay you what you want, but what if we don't pay you what you want and we use that money to go get defenders?"
Here's the smart thing that the Bengals should do.
Tell you what you want, what you really, really want.
And they have the ability to
I
do
want
this better than copying what this other team did, right? And so you got to fire your head coach. Bring all new
No
coaches.
way. You think he's on the hot seat, man? Wow.
Should be.
Wow.
Jack Taylor, he's not a good coach.
Wow.
Either way, you bring in a whole new coaching staff, get an actual good head coach. You also have leverage with Jamar Chase. Use him as a trading piece. He's not coming back anyways. So use him as a trading piece. Get some big pieces back and actually get your franchise quarterback, who you just paid hundreds of millions of dollars to, an offensive line to protect him so he's not running for his life every single play. Now, again, your defense still needs fixed up, but that's why you're going to trade Jamar Chase away for multiple pieces. You're going to get multiple picks. You're going to get some players in, what have you. Use this to build up your team and get yourself an offensive line so your quarterback doesn't have to worry about being hurt and can keep you in the game every single time. And you're also going to use a couple additional of those pieces that you're going to get for trading away Jamar Chase for your defense to actually build those guys up. Look exactly what the Los Angeles Chargers have done. Are they anywhere near being cream of the crop, top of the table? No, but they are much better than where they were last year. And what did they do? They got worse in their weapons department and got a better offensive line. They downgraded somewhat at running back, brought J.K. Dobbins in. He may be out for the year, but it doesn't matter because they have a good offensive line. Any running back can run behind a good offensive line. Your quarterback can throw if he has a good offensive line. And sometimes your wide receiver won't come down with it, Quentin Johnston, but other times they will. Quentin Johnston. It's a 50-50 toss-up, but you don't have to worry about paying players to sit on the
30-70
bench.
with him.
But you don't have to worry about paying your players sitting on the bench for doing absolutely nothing. The best decision is rebuild. Get rid of Jamar Chase. But your dumb fan base is going to sit here in our comments and tell us we're stupid, even though we've seen it work multiple times.
No, you're stupid.
Send him to Kansas City. I'll take Jamar.
I'll give you my first round pick.
Give up a couple pieces on defense for Jamar Chase.
That's fucking asinine. You two shut the fuck up, all right? I don't know. I don't even want to hear talk like that, all right?
They would
You
never
sick
trade
sons
him.
of bitches.
I'll give you McCole
Don't even
Hardman.
start
That's
with
fine.
me. Good Lord.
They would
Stop
never
it.
trade
Carey, you can take him.
You can
Stop
have
it.
Carey.
You would have to give him
Jamar
them someone
Chase-
from your defense.
Jamar Chase for D Hop straight up.
Who says no?
You would need someone from their defense, bro. From your defense. From your defense. Who you giving up?
Justin Reed.
Bolty. Oh, Reed. You said you're not going to re-sign Bolty.
Take him too. Take the both of them.
Oh. And a pick
Take the both of them. You can have a 7th round pick.
for the Bengals.
7?
Oh, and a 7th for the Bengals. Oh, they're taking that, dude, for sure.
No, I mean, what? You'd go Justin Reed. He's got 1 year left on the contract. Nick Bolton, that'd be a sign and trade. So you give us Jamar Chase, we'll give you those two, and we'll throw in a conditional 4th. That doesn't really help out your offensive line position there. So I don't think that they take it.
I'd give him.
Draft. You draft linemen.
You can package the Justin Reed and Nick Bolton and then give him a first round. I'm not. I'd take.
Don't worry at that point.
I'm not.
You don't give
That's
a fuck. You don't care.
We have Jamar Chase.
I-
we're good.
that-
We
that
have
opens your
Jamar
wallet.
Chase.
We have
That's
depth underneath
insane.
both of those guys. So like,
Exactly.
Oh
That's what
my
I'm
God.
saying. Like, I mean,
So
we'll
just
need to
imagine
still
Jamar
draft a middle
Chase and
linebacker.
DeAndre Hopkins on the same team, and then just knowing that Patrick Mahomes is holding the football behind the line of scrimmage, just like that makes you want to jump off a fucking cliff.
Jamar Chase just does look terribly unhappy in those interviews that reporters have been hounding him after games and shit. Like he just.
I don't know though, bro. It kind of worked out though, dude, because like he didn't like it worked out not signing, right? I guess
It worked out 100% for him.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Worked out for him. Yeah.
This is his 5th year in the league. Is that correct?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I think
keep track
it
of
was
Around
talks
there,
to they wanted. I'm pretty sure the Bengals wanted to re-sign before the
So
start of
they-
the season,
They did.
and he was
so
like,
they used
"Fuck you, no, I don't."
they used the team option. They could franchise tag him. Again, the best option is trade him away for pieces, but hey,
Yeah.
bad franchises are going to do what bad franchises do.
bad
Yeah,
franchise.
you're not
I've
wrong.
hung out with too many Minnesotans this week. All right.